Warning, if you're faint of heart or easily offended, this show is not for you.
Hey, Nick, did you know that poker is easy?
I know a guy that has been saying that, but we're going to find out how easy it is. We have Wesley Westside here. I am here with Valerie. I am Nick Vertucci. Let's go. So we have Westside in the studio today. What's up, Wes?
Yeah, what's up? How
What's
are you?
up? Good. We had a tough time getting you in with your you came here in your Tesla and navigated you over here.
Yeah, it's navigate me to the front, but it's not inside. So I only saw some houses.
Poker's easy, but getting to my building
Life
not
is
easy.
hard. Life is hard.
Life is
hard.
bluff. Life is
Life
bluff.
is hard. The market goes down. I lost like more than 10 million in the last 2 weeks.
Did you?
Yeah.
You know, when I first met you, you sat down at the table and you said you lost 20 million that day.
That's Bitcoin from 69K down to like 40.
Can I ask you a question? How do you stay rich?
Yeah, it's hard.
Hard to stay rich
No,
when it keeps going down.
I stay rich because sometimes I sell Bitcoin, buy my houses, Bugatti, and when I sell it, it's like sold.
So you have a lot of assets.
I never buy back.
You don't buy back.
Of course.
How many did you first buy and when?
Like when I was like 15 years old.
You bought Bitcoin?
Yeah.
You bought Bitcoin. How much was Bitcoin back then?
It's like less than $10.
And how many did you buy?
I buy like 500 or something. I use my in China the New Year, parents gave kids a red pocket, so I save it. And when I was trolling on the internet, I was looking Bitcoin. I like the idea,
Yeah.
I like the rebellion idea, like fighting against the government, decentralized freedom. I like those kind of things. So I was very into, and I like to coding. I'm a computer science major. So, but back then I don't even go to university, but I like to, the tech. So I just You
were coding at a young age, and you liked the concept of Bitcoin because of what it stood for.
Yeah. Very good.
So you know how to code on the blockchain?
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting.
It's not hard.
It's not hard, or is
the new Web3 guy here? Yes.
Actually, it's Web3. This idea, I created them, like 6-7 years ago. There is not even Web3, but we're doing the same thing. But right now, big companies are noticing, this is Web3, blah, blah, blah. They're turning up very new narrative, but the story is like we made it like very 6 years ago. Actually, like those things are not very new to me. It's like,
do you think even if Bitcoin, I'm not saying it's going to, I'm just saying theoretically, if Bitcoin disappeared and we went to another digital currency, do you think you'll always be rich?
What do you mean? You mean Bitcoin disappeared?
Yeah. So let's say Bitcoin is not going to be the standard currency. Let's say the government goes to a different digital currency. Let's say the Fed takes over. Let's say Fed takes over and goes away from the fiat currency to a digital currency. They adopt their own digital currency.
How to take it over? That's Bitcoin exists.
It couldn't because it's decentralized. But he's saying hypothetically, if the government were to say we're going to take Dogecoin and then Bitcoin goes to zero.
No, it's not possible.
Yeah, but what would you be doing?
They don't even take Bitcoin as a currency. That's a problem.
Not right now.
What would you be doing without if there was no cryptocurrency? Would you be rich still?
Yeah, I guess
would you
that's
find
the
a different
question.
way to be rich?
She's mansplaining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you said I don't know. Maybe because I'm doing other business.
Yeah.
Buy Bitcoin, but I don't know, maybe, but I'm lucky. I don't know actually.
Because
I'm just
in the other parallel world, there's no Bitcoin, no cryptocurrency.
it's hard for you to imagine.
Yeah, in that world, Christian is very poor, and maybe I go to Google and coding.
Yeah. So
yeah, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I never play poker, and I saw another Wesley play poker in another show in another world, and I was very genius.
But you don't think you can make stay rich from poker? That's too hard.
Oh no, poker.
That's too hard.
I never think about
never. No.
Yeah, and some people just there's a rumor say Wesley is the super pro, and he's like hustling us and play poker like for living. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Lot professional player were like bragging his winnings every day using poker. No,
they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that. No.
Well, you've only been playing poker for 8 months.
Almost 9 right now.
Well,
Almost 9. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what have you learned in poker in the last 9 months? Because you've been playing mostly on the live stream while you've been learning.
Actually, I play online game too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's changed for you in poker? What have you learned?
A lot. GTO.
GTO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game theory optimal. Yeah, that's what I learned.
So Wes has went from when he began 9 months ago, and he could tell us about this. Or you can ask him about it. He stumbled into the casino and met Ryan and just wanted to play.
That time I was very upset because I just lost big money and I just want to
You were down 20 million.
Yeah, I was just want to find something to
blow some steam.
Yeah.
But you have changed since that time, your game. You went from buying in deeper, more loose range, and now you tighten your range, you buy in sometimes less. It depends.
Yeah.
But why you change your strategy?
I think from the beginning, I still bought very not deep.
That's true.
Yeah, I never bought deep. But
Yeah.
But
Why
right
is your
now,
strategy changing?
Now? Because
Yeah.
I think I'm better, so I can buy deeper and play tighter. Or it's not tighter, it's like more theoretical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to try it. Like,
So
cause I play poker like for being better. That's my goal. I'm not playing poker to some people they're building their image. They want to play some very juicy private game to win a big money. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. I just play poker to being better.
You like the competition of being better every time you play.
Yeah. I very enjoy about that, and it's a challenge for me. And I think I made this challenge because they don't want to play poker with me anymore.
So are you running solvers? Are you getting coaching? How are you getting better?
Yeah, both. I'm running solver.
Who's your coach?
He's not my coach actually, but like whenever I have problem, I ask them. But I'm running somewhere by myself. I basically I coach myself. But if I have some problem I can't solve, I ask my friend.
What kind of spots do you feel like you can't solve?
Spots like.
What type of stuff do you take to your friend that you're confused about?
Okay, so it's like basically it's like multiplayer spot. Sometimes I don't know what should I do in some some special situation, and sometimes I don't know if it's right to bluff or not. Yeah, sometimes.
Right, if you have the right spot for a good bluff.
Yeah. I don't even because bluff is like hard to a beginner. Some beginners they never bluff in the river. They never put all in bluff. They never turn two pair to.
They play face up.
Yeah. But sometimes I just that's a transition of me from a beginner to a regular. Yeah. Or not even regular. I think I'm better than most of the regular. Yeah.
So how do you tell Valerie and I how do you rank yourself? Like out of all the players that play at Hustler Casino, where do you rank yourself? How high up?
To be honest, I think I'm the one of the best, and except Garrett, I think I'm the best.
Second.
Yeah.
Do you think you're second best player in Hustler Casino? All players.
All players.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
If you think second,
I always
you should
think
say
it's Garrett, then Andy, then everyone else. What about Andy? Where is he?
I don't want to talk bad about people, but it's not bad. It's just
no bad. You just give your opinion if you think you're
he's the
second.
last people, but Andy, I don't know. He's a pro. Is he a pro?
Bang bang.
Oh shit! Oh, there's our syrup in our glasses. Let's just leave it.
I don't know because Mandy has been a very tough month. The last few months, I lost like 1 million something, 1 to 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and some.
But pros can lose too.
I know.
Yeah.
But some hands he play, I don't think it's correct.
Oh, okay.
Like he bluff
That's
with
the beauty of Westside.
Queen nine.
He will tell you.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. I think he knows. He's changing himself to maybe his TO sometimes.
Yeah.
Pro gonna get TO too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
They go off the plan, the reservation when they're tilted.
Yeah.
They chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have had over the last 9 months playing at Hustler, especially when you first started playing, you were known for needling. Yeah. Okay. And telling people they play bad. Yeah. And sometimes in the middle of hands, saying what you think they have. Yeah. Call the hand out.
Yeah.
Are you changing or don't care?
I would change, like if people in the table don't like it. Yeah.
Then you change. Yeah. But you were having fun doing that, right?
Yeah.
Remember one time I said, well, people think this, there. You remember what you told me when I said, this is what people will think if you keep doing that? You know what you told me?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
No.
You said,
I don't care.
I don't care.
Actually, I don't care
because
either. Yeah.
Because
how come you don't care?
I'm rich.
Yeah.
You said I don't care because I'm rich.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Why? But why don't you care?
What?
Why don't you care?
Why I don't care?
Yeah.
I just don't care. Why? I care.
He's asking you why should he not care? Why?
No. Like if you don't like me, don't play with me. Okay, I don't play. That's it. Poker is like a little thing for me. I already made this challenge. I'm better than all of them.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You're the best.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
So do you think of poker at all as a social game where
No, it's not. For me, it's not.
It's not social. It's a challenge.
It's a challenge. I just want to win.
Yeah, you just want to win.
I just want to win.
You know what I like about you, whether or not maybe I agree with you, maybe I don't know. I love that the pureness of your answer. Like a lot of people, like if I bring Garrett in here, he would say, well, I don't know. I mean, there's so many good players, very political, correct, right? Like he's Switzerland. He always gives safe answer. You just tell it how you think. You don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah. You want me to be honest, right?
Yeah, that's what makes the perfect. I told Veronica, I call her Valerie. That's why you'll hear two names. I have a fake name for her. But I call Valerie. I told Valerie before he got here, I said, you're going to see when he gets here, if I ask him or you ask him a question, he will give you an honest answer, even if it's like something most people wouldn't say. That's just how you are.
What I'm curious.
But I'm not to be harmful. I'm just to be honest. Like,
Yes.
Like, of course, Gary is the best, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Even he don't want to say that, but yeah, but
You hate saying it.
no, I don't hate to say. I think he hates saying that.
Oh, he does, yeah.
He doesn't like to say that.
No, he likes to undervalue his hand.
Yeah. I love. Yeah, but still he overplay a lot of hand. I think. Yeah.
You too.
I
Did
think
he overplay
I
his
think because he
his
think
force, his set?
hustler are too many fishes, so he can overplay. That's the only reason. If there are whole people are pros, he never do that.
I told Valerie, I told you.
So I want to know: is there anything that you care about? Do you care like anything in poker that bothers you, or you do
No,
care
anything in
about?
poker? I don't care.
But what about the people you play with?
What? What? Oh, who cares?
So is there anything when you're playing? Do you care about anything at the table besides poker?
I care about my. Actually, what do you mean? Care means.
Well, I mean, like, if like you don't care what you say to people, you don't care. Do you ever?
I want to be nice, but sometimes I was needling, or I don't even know that's a needling. I don't even know the word needle until you tell.
I told you, yeah.
Yeah, until you tell me. I don't even know the word needle, and calling out the hand. I don't think I will affect any of the player. That's why I say it. So. I don't want to do anything harmful to any other people, but I'm just doing something funny.
You're just being honest.
No, honest. Like I'm just doing something funny. Like I think needle or tell some. I want them to play better.
And if you learn that something is not right or inappropriate, you will stop.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah, of course, because you go, okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. Because first I don't even know there are so many etiquette. Yeah, etiquette. I don't even know. I think poker for me, from my understanding, is like a competition game. So I can do whatever in the rules. So I want to make sure they're showing their hand, even they say you are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you grow up like that with like very a family where everyone just said it like it is?
You mean grow up?
Yeah, like with your parents and your family, was everyone just very straightforward with how they said things? Because do you find people like in the poker community to be a little more sensitive?
Yeah. I mean, human is sensitive, but poker community is like more fake, hypocrite.
Yeah. In what way? In what way?
Very hypocrite. Like every people,
give an example.
Every people is very selfish because this game is not like blockchain. I build a project. We make money together with my colleagues and classmates with the investor. But this table It's a zero. It's like the negative game, which means, even you don't play, you lose money because of the rake and the casino,
the rake,
right?
the house.
So every money you win is from the other people. So everyone is trying their best to take advantage from the other people. That's the core of the poker. So they're like trying to be nice, so trying to
be polite,
make fish happy, say nice play, those kind of fake thing. I don't like. I want them to know they're playing their hand bad, so I want them improve. So that's why I tell them the truth. But I don't think they will listen to me or whatever. They think they're good, but whatever. The stats will prove they're wrong.
Valerie, he got in a hand with Garrett where Garrett had set of 4s over his set of 5s, and he stacked Garrett. And after not a half, and Garrett doesn't care, but not a half a second after the hand was over, Wesley looked at him and go, You overplay.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's an overplay?
Yeah.
That is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 3-bet pot, flop, 3, 4, 5 jack, rainbow. Someone bet, someone raise. I cold call 3-bet flop. He 4-bet with a huge like 14, 17. I cold call 4-bet. He's only a bottom
set.
Yeah,
worst.
He's the worst set. Yeah, bottom set in that flop.
Jack 5-4.
Yeah, I could have. There's low draw. I can call 3-bet, 4-bet, huge 4-bet. I must be better than him, right?
You would think.
Yeah. And the 3-bet pot.
Yeah.
I can only have pocket 5, pocket jacks. He's like always behind. If I have pocket 4, I fold.
Maybe he thought you were dum-dum.
Yeah. I think that's what he think.
Yeah.
So that's why I checked.
But don't you think it's a disadvantage for you to tell people when they play that?
Whatever. I don't play poker for living. That's a different. That's a different goal. So some pros or whatever, some people who play, better than the fish, but not as good as me. But they're trying to get advantage from the fishes. They're trying to play lose, be funny, and be nice. They're just trying to take advantage from the other people.
Yeah,
that's their real thought. But I don't care. I just want everyone knows they're playing good or wrong. I just want everyone knows my opinion about the game. After that hand, we're done. Like we can just analyze. We're friends. We can talk, right? Even he improve, that matter. I don't care. Even I can get as much money I can before after I teach him.
Yeah.
But it's fine for me. I don't play this for a living. But most of the poker players they will never do that. They always want to take advantage from the other people. They won't tell the truth. They always want to tilting people. They don't want to play the player better than them. Yeah, and they just kick the better players. Yeah. Actually, when I was first few months, everyone invites me, but right now, sometimes they don't invite me. They don't want me. They think we are too good. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So.
But you don't care.
Of course, I just don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to harm me?
They can't hurt you.
Yeah. I don't want to take money from that game. I just enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you enjoying becoming a celebrity essentially within poker on Hustler?
No, enjoy. Of course, enjoy, but it won't change my life too much.
Yeah, but like we see your hair has changed a bit. You got your glasses. People are becoming fans of yours on the live stream. Are you enjoying that?
I'm just doing myself. There is a red jacket, like the palm tree, the jacket. I always wear that jacket every show, every video. Yeah, they think, oh, Wesley, you never change your jacket, you never change your hoodie, and they said get your hair cut, get your hair is too messy, get your hair jacket. I never care about it. I just do whatever. You
do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And God, this is so golden. This is gold. As a poker player, what is your biggest strength? What are you the best at? And what is your biggest weakness? You understand?
As a poker player?
Yeah, as a poker player, what are you the best at and what are you the worst at? And you, just for you, what's your biggest and your strongest and your weakest attributes?
Strongest?
Yeah. What are you the best at in poker? Like, what do you think's your biggest strength?
My biggest strength? What do you mean?
So it's like this. Like, I'm really good pre-flop. I'm good because I put pressure. I'm good because I have infinite bankroll. I'm good because why?
Oh, I think I'm just all-time good.
All around.
All around, yeah.
No weakness?
Weaklist probably maybe some detail. If I play with Chu Taylor, something like that. But
play with what?
If I play with Chu Taylor, Linus Love, Jason Kong, some people like that, maybe I have some weakness. But if I play with the normal players, I don't think I have weakness.
Okay.
No.
I think your personality is your best part of you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Just like not caring.
It's not like I don't think people should care about those stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's not. It's my like attitude about it, to express my opinion. It's like I don't think you should care about that. Like why you should care about the people who don't want to play? Yeah. Like poker. I told you poker. Community is a very selfish community. Everyone just want to win others' money. That's the only way you can get money from the poker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are better, they obviously will talk some shit on me, or they're jealous. Is that called jealous? Jealous, right?
Genius?
Yeah.
What?
They're
Like when you're smart?
Envy. They're envy me.
Imitate?
Envy. Yeah.
Oh, they want to be like you.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Jealous. Sorry, my English. Yeah.
It's okay.
No, your English is great.
Yeah, so they're like always jealous, right? Jealous. Yeah, just saying, oh, Wesley, you will play like 8 months. How can you be so good? Oh, Wesley, you play so tight. Oh, Wesley, your VPP is low. Oh, Wesley, blah blah. So many problems. But when I
many problems.
Yeah. Like even online game. Oh, Wesley, are you ready to play? Yeah, I even like sit in front of them and play, right? And
you're saying people question that it's you playing online because they think you're playing good and they don't think it's you? You've been questioned?
But I play live too, so it's pretty much same. I win from the live, from online, like everywhere. Private game, yeah. No, some people just not like that's a part of it. But sometimes they just say I'm too tight, or I'm like they can always find some problem with me. Yeah. So I always play the big hand. I never bluff. Actually, I bluff a lot. I'm very balanced, and they just get killed, and they're like jealous. How can I be so good in like last 8 months? And they can't believe they can never do that. So as same as they can't be as rich as me. Yeah, in the real life.
You think you're the richest person that plays on Hustler?
I don't know. I don't want to say this problem because I never do the investigations of everyone.
So how would you know? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but I mean I think I'm richer than most of them.
And I told you you'd love this, Valerie.
Yeah. I think I'm richer than.
How long have you been in America? Just wondering. How long have you lived here?
7 years.
Just when you started playing? It's 7 months. Okay, yeah.
So
I think American people are more like straightforward, right? But poker people is like not straightforward. It's like.
How did you find poker?
I told you I lost 20 million end of last year.
Oh, so you just like walked into Hustler and started playing 2-5?
No. First time I went to the I used to graduate from UC Santa Cruz and UC Berkeley and in the Bay Area, so I was taking a travel with my friend and I went to Oaks poker room near to Berkeley.
Did you get stabbed there?
Yeah, I play.
I know the Oaks. Yeah, I live in the Bay.
Yeah, I play 1-2 limited game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a guy is like talking shit on me because I don't even know the rule, and I liquidated him in the end. So
you liquidated him.
Yeah, that's I'm so happy.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm so happy then.
So you didn't even know how to play, and you walked into Oaks.
Yeah, we're in the travel, just waiting for the Amtrak from the from the like a place I don't Emory, right? Emeryville to Chicago. So the Amtrak always delays, like delay 4 hours. So I just go to the Oaks room. It's like 5 minutes drive.
Yeah.
And you were playing at the Hustler, and then you came and saw the stage, and you asked Ryan, "What is this?"
No, my friend showed me some videos before I come. So I said, is she like Tom Duan, Phil Ivey? So he said, those famous players playing the Hustler. Why should you try? I said, okay, let me try. So I just go there and try, and yeah, that's it.
Who are, besides Garrett, like, and I know Garrett, but like, because I know you believe and feel like you've went from starting to almost the best.
Yeah, you can check the
I don't need to check. I believe you. If you say it, it must be true. But my question is who do you have a tough time playing against anybody? Who's the toughest players?
When I play a 50K high roller game in the WSOP this year.
At Hustler.
At Hustler?
At Hustler, who's the toughest players you play against?
Garrett, of course. Yeah.
Garrett.
Just Garrett. Everyone else is not.
Nobody else tough?
I think Nick Airball sometimes is
difficult for you.
Yeah, a lot difficult, but tougher than other people.
Do you like that though? Do you like a tough competition?
Yeah, because they always give action and we fight. I like that.
Battle.
Yeah, battle. Yeah,
that's good.
I like battle. They're like very active.
Yeah. How about Ludacris? How about Ludacris?
Oh, Luda, yeah, he's a fun player, but he's a lot tough.
He's not tough.
He's easy poker.
He's easy poker.
Yeah, he's easy poker. He's a lot tough player. Open book.
I love it.
Playing face up, Luda.
Check the record, me and him. He never win me money.
He never wins, huh?
Never wins.
Yeah. That happens.
he loves himself. He said every time Wesley come,
Is that why he calls you daddy? Or you call him your son?
Yeah, we're just trolling with each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he calls me a daughter. I call him son. That's fair, right?
That's
fair.
Of course.
I just want to be fair. I don't want to take advantage from any other people, and I just want to do anything fair. Like, okay, if you want me show my hand, you're gonna show your hand first when I call you.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I want everything to be fair in the rule. So people say, oh, you are buying short. I said, why? The rule is like the mean buy is the 100 big blind. Why can't I do that? Sometimes you say, oh, you are buying short, you're pretty tight. I said, why I can't do that? That's the problem. If you don't want to be played, you just don't invite me. What's the problem?
Yeah. That's pretty simple.
People just jealous about I winning.
Yeah.
When you are winning, everything you do is wrong. That's a poker community.
That is true.
Very fake. Like everyone. Like I don't like this feelings. Like
he did hit the nail on the head. When you are winning, you do take a lot of shit.
Me?
No. When a poker player is winning, they take a lot of shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, because it's a negative game.
Right.
It's not even a zero game. It's a negative game.
Yeah.
Everyone is like trying to take advantage from other
manipulate
people.
the system.
So poker player is a lot of people we want to make friends with.
There you go, man. I love it.
You never want to make friends with a poker player.
Nobody. No poker players.
No poker player.
They're all no good.
But if you're not a poker player, like not a professional poker player.
Are any of the poker players your friends?
Yeah, I have some friends.
Yeah, I thought you just said you can't be friends with poker players.
Pro poker player. Let me claim that. Like professional.
I see.
You're not friends with Garrett?
Professional. We're like what? Enemies.
Acquaintances.
Huh?
Oh, you're enemies.
You said enemies. On the table, enemies.
On the table. Yeah, on the table.
Yes. Got it.
We're a competitor. Yeah.
So why are you buying in for 100 big blinds? Is it because it's a little more solved than like 500 big blinds?
Easier.
Yeah. Of course, easier decision, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And sometimes maybe I make a mistake, I lose less.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, I can buy deep in the hustler game. Yeah.
Because it's easy.
How much are you comfortable playing with?
How much? What do you mean?
Like
how many big blind?
Well, let's say the game, everyone's got $1 million in front of them. Would you feel comfortable like stack matching? What's the most you'd be comfortable playing with?
How you mean? Most
Sure, give me big blinds. Like how many big blinds would you be comfortable playing with?
Wesley, if a bunch of poker players at Hustler or anywhere else were buying in for $1 million, would you do it?
It depends how big is the game.
Like a 500, 1,000.
500, 1,000, so 100. 100 big line is 100K, right?
Yeah.
No, 100K, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I will buy in 200 big blind.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Is there ever a game too big for you?
Right now, no. I don't play like game too big. The biggest I play is like 500, 1,000, 2,000. Yeah.
And you played that in Bobby's room?
No, I play that. Actually, I play that like once in a private game, but another one is like in the Hustler. Like we in the crazy week. Mm-hmm. And the Thursday, they end up with raise the blind to 1,000, 2,000.
That was after the stream was done?
No, it's on the stream. The stream is like 12 hours.
16.
No, the
different
day,
one.
The day before that day.
Oh, got it. Yes.
They raised to 500, 1,000.
Got it.
2,000. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, and I have 700K in front of me, which I was buying 85K. That's why they tilt. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because then the next day they were like, "Why don't you buy more?"
Oh yeah. But I
remember
actually
JRB was on your ass. Remember?
Yeah, but the next day actually my total buying is like half million.
Yeah.
And I think I play not that tight. And my VPP is not the lowest.
Did you the hand when you had pocket tens? Remember, right? The last hand of the 16-hour stream when you won that big pot. Mm-hmm. How big was the pot?
600
6 something, right? Yeah, almost 700.
Yeah.
Did you when the 10 hit the board, you had tens, and Keating?
Because I when I have the tens, I was thinking, okay, Mickey lost $500,000 from the tens. But I got tens. I'm pretty sure I can win this hand. I just go all in. And I saw his aces, I think 10 will come. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So Keating had aces, and then he raised. You called when the 10.
No, I didn't call. I shoved.
You shoved. When the 10 hit the flop, did you tingle?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I taught him the word tingle. He's like, "What's tingle?" I said, "Let me think."
I'm tingling.
Yeah, I'm tingling. Yeah, so over the last 8-9 months, Wes and I have gone over etiquette, what tingling means, a lot of things. We've had a lot of fun at the table.
Does he get tickly massages too?
No, he likes massages, but different than mine. Mine are more, he likes regular massage.
So Alan Keating, do you like playing with him?
Yeah, he came to my house like a few times. We like cars, and he's a nice guy.
How many cars do you own?
Like 20.
20? What's your favorite?
Huara.
What?
Huara.
I'm drawing dead. I don't know how to say it.
Huara is it's a Sweden or
how much? How muchy?
It's like 4.2 million.
And then you're going to do a video on your Bugatti?
Yeah.
After you leave here? Because you have to leave at 4?
Yeah.
And what's the video about? Just the car?
Just the car and my story a little bit.
A little bit, and then you're going to post it?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good. So you love cars?
I'm not that into cars. I just want a collection.
Yeah. You like collecting them.
But but Alan likes to drive cars. I don't like drive cars.
You don't? You just like to collect them because they're cool?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, okay.
I mean, sometimes, when Bitcoin is too high, I need to sell to buy something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and I bought LaFerrari from Travis Scott, like 2.6 million. And I already sold that car with like 3.4 million. So
you said from Travis Scott?
Yes.
From the rapper?
Yes.
Oh, how do you know? How did you get in contact with Travis Scott?
Not too many people can afford to buy his cars.
Yeah. So how does he list them? How does a rich person buy a very expensive car from a rapper?
He wants to sell his car, so he has a dealer, and my dealer contacted his dealer, and we make the deal.
Yeah, it's just that he wanted something Travis Scott owned, and
no,
yeah,
I don't want
Travis Scott. But it's
that car is very special. That car only have like 499 in the world.
Yeah.
So every 10 years, Ferrari make a super car. So it's made on 2013, not Ferrari. So as a special car, you can only buy. They're only like 499 and.
Do you make more money when Bitcoin goes up or down? Do you make money both ways? Do you short it? How do you make?
I mean, I sometimes short, but mostly I make more money on it's up.
When it's up,
of course,
of course, yeah.
I'm learning the industry.
When you lose 20 million today, you said you were down 10 million. Does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, emotionally, do you ever get worried?
Yeah, I sometimes get worried.
Yeah,
because the global economy is too bad. Recession.
Yes,
we're in a recession actually, and I think stocks going to be dumping more.
I agree.
And the Fed in the last 10 years, it's my first time I've seen the Fed trying to crash the market so hard. And they want to the forecast of GDP from 2.4 to 0.2, and they want to reduce the employment to 2.4.
Why do you think that is, Wes? Why do they want to crash the economy? What would be the end game?
CPI.
But explain that.
Like I think democracy wants to keep their position in the house, and if everything is just very expensive, people are not going to vote for them. The gas is like $6 here.
Yeah.
Right? And everything is very, very expensive.
I think they're trying to slow down inflation with that too.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, no, I know the interest rates, they have to adjust
spending
inflation.
$1 million on a loaf of bread.
And also the global stuff, like, so they're trying to the U.S. is trying to take advantage from the other country when they increase the rate. the 2 to 5 years yield treasury bond is 4.5%, which means there is a low risk for 0.5.
So more people are buying bonds right now.
So right now people are like risk off. They're like selling their stocks, their house, because they're, last month. I mean, it's like it's data from our research. Yeah, but I want to say, corporations launch their bond, but right now they cannot because federal rate is too high. Their like low risk rate is so high, so they can't afford to launch another bond. So which means they're gonna deleverage. They're gonna sell their assets, and also people who leverage to buying house can afford the rate. Also they're gonna sell. So every asset's gonna to crash because the credit market is gonna to crash. It's very important, and there are lots of data which I can share here. Yeah, because we're like a fund. We're doing lots of research.
Yeah.
So what kind of investments do you recommend for people right now? Maybe in cryptocurrency or whatever?
Right now, keep your cash.
Keep your cash?
Cash is
There's no
important.
Coins that you would buy right now?
I already hold some Ethereum and Bitcoin.
I mean, if you were just starting now, what would you recommend?
Wait until a crash and buy.
You think Bitcoin's going to crash some more?
Of course. I think the whole world is gonna crash. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Like 3 months ago, I said when like everything's fine, Bitcoin is like 50-ish and stocks is like, I don't know, maybe like 20% higher than right now. I told Ronnie, I said, Lula is going to crash, Bitcoin is going to crash, everything is going to crash. And
I remember when you had that conversation with him. And he was bullish on what was the coin that he bought?
Lula.
Yeah, and you said, no, it's going to crash, and then it did. He put a lot of money in that, I think, but that's his business.
Yeah.
What do you think of gold and silver metals, the actual metal, as a hedge?
No. Cash.
Nope. Cash, yeah?
Even
cash.
with inflation?
No, they're gonna reduce the inflation, increase the rate, so it's will be turned from the inflation to deflation.
So hang on to your cash
and wait,
and then buy at the bottom.
And wait,
and
buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tesla, Google,
Ethereum, really.
After it crashes,
Actually, I'm prefer more on Ethereum after the merge.
Yeah.
Do you know the merge?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Proof of stake.
It turns Ethereum from the inflation to deflation. Even in the bear market, the yearly before the yearly inflation is like 6%. Right now, the yearly inflation is like 0.6%, which means if in a bull market, everyone use NFT, stable coin, lending, borrowing on chain, they're gonna burn more Ethereum. And because of the merge and the EIP 1556, so the Ethereum is gonna turn from the inflation to deflation. And in the bull market, the story can be better. The Ethereum represents the highest technology of the blockchain and the infrastructure and the whole depth, so it can be looked at as a company. So which I calculate in the bull market, the deflation will gonna be 6 billion per year, which we can calculate it as a corporation to evaluate the whole Ethereum capitalization. We can give a value, and it's gonna be hit like 4 to 5K, and it's it's a recycle. It's a how you call that? Recycle reflation. And you can reflation back to the market when it's deflation more, and market think it's going to go up, the story gonna be better, and the price is gonna be went up much more than we expect. So I'm prefer on Ethereum right now, but the Bitcoin is still, it's like a gold thing.
Is, yeah.
Their imagination, the ceiling of the Bitcoin imagination is a gold. It's like 20x from now or 30x. There's not enough, but Ethereum has more imagination, the story, and to tell.
And Ethereum is like typically used for NFTs and other. I don't know. I think it's like
Ethereum is like a global computer.
Yeah.
Global computer, which means every app can be run in the Ethereum. We call it DApp, decentralized app, and it burns Ethereum. And you can just value Ethereum whole thing. It's very good. Yeah. I recommend everyone to buy Ethereum.
And what do you think is going to happen because obviously the stock market's going down, these coins are going down. You just explained really in depthly why that's happening and what to expect. What do you think is going to happen with real estate? Still go down and down because nobody could afford the interest rates?
I think it depends the area. Like some area, good area, like good schools.
Yeah, they hold
like
value.
I bought some houses in urban.
Yes.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley will hold its value.
Silicon Valley is going down actually, I think, because people are going to work at home. And big companies, they move.
Yeah.
You can't afford this high cost. And it's not, you know, it's insane. When you're at Silicon Valley, the service there is very bad and the cost is more. And like, I won't never live in the Bay Area. It's a shitty place. I lived there like 4 or 5 years. It's a shitty place.
I guess
when I move here, I say everything's better. Cheaper,
there's
better
just like
service.
A ton of money there. I just would think that it's a little more buffered than like middle America. That's what I mean.
Middle America? Buffered?
Like,
what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean like Silicon Valley, because there's so much money and there's still tech there. There's still prominent tech that it's a little more shielded from price dropping in real estate.
Of course. Yeah, those places like Bay Area and urban, those like places near the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, the price gonna be more stable. But in other places, you know, some very expensive house, the price is going down very fast. Like Beverly Hills house, some house like
because they were so much
10
overvalued.
million, 20 million is going down very fast.
Yeah.
Because there's low liquidity.
Farther to go. Yeah.
Once there's low liquidity, like NFT, even the price is this, and if you want to get cash from it, you're gonna get a very huge discount to get someone to buy it. That's the bad of the low liquidity. You know, you can keep it if you don't need, but you know, some people, they are short of the cash flow. They're short of their cash flow, and in the bear market, when the Fed increase the rate so high, they can't afford everything. They need to sell their nice house, nice cars, in case to survive from the bear market. Yeah. So in this case, you can just buy their blood.
Yeah. So layman's terms, the people that have a lot of money can hold their stuff because they can afford to.
Yeah.
And they just hang on. They wait for the cycles to turn.
Yes.
Goes back up. But the people that are over leveraged,
you can be deleveraged and die.
That's right. Yeah. And so then they have to liquidate, but they get the low end.
So
they lose because they have to liquidate.
There's a one principle. When I buy the bottom, when I buy the dip, I never use leverage.
Yeah.
I only use leverage when. No,
you use cash on the bottom.
Yeah, I never use leverage. When I use leverage, I make sure it's on the uptrend. So
when you leverage is when you're speculating up, but when you're buying
or down, I only leverage the
but if
trend.
You buy at the bottom,
if I doing something,
leverage.
So in the trading, there is a principle. If you are doing something opposite than the trend, so right now the trend is going down, right?
Yeah.
So when I want to long, so I never use leverage because you never knows how much they can go down. But if you buy the good assets like houses or like nice cars, which like Ferrari
that hold their value.
Yeah, they'll hold the value, and you just wait, and time will be your friend, and wait until even it goes down. You just don't care. You just hold. But if you use the leverage, you're gonna die. You're gonna bankrupt.
So that's what I used to tell people when I was not selling real estate as an agent, but when I was an investor. And the markets were going down. They were the back in 2008-9 when it crashed because of the leveraged bonds or the CDOs. Okay, and back when the crash was happening in 2009, you had areas that were going down from like, I'll give you an example. In Las Vegas, there was like three bedroom houses that went all like just average houses that went up to like 300,000. Well, when it started going down, it was so much supply that it just kept going down, where you can buy them at auction for like $40,000.
Yes.
It was crazy at the bottom. But what I told the people is this, even if they were buying them, even if they missed the bottom and they bought something at like 70,000 and they kept saying to me, well, what if it gets worse? What if this happens? I said, who cares? Just as long as you can afford to hold it in your IRA or cash and it keeps going down.
Just don't use leverage.
Don't use leverage. Time is your friend.
Yeah.
Even if it goes down a little bit more, you still get your rent for it that you're going to rent out. But then when the market turns and it starts going back up.
Yeah, because based on the modern monetary theory, Fed's going to print money anyway in the end.
They're going to print,
so they're going to It's just a cycle to liquidate.
To liquidate. Yeah, just like you liquidate bankrolls.
Liquidate the people who are so greedy to use the leverage to wants to get much more money. Yeah, they're greedy, right?
Yeah.
They use leverage, so it's a cycle to liquidate.
So let me ask you this question. I think I know the answer because I'm like this now. I wasn't always like this. When I was building my real estate and building things, I would use leverage in different spots. But right now, I tell people too, like that I see that are buying things and they have payments or they're leveraging and buying more and leveraging, and I tell them if you have money, like I buy things cash because I see so many people that live and they have all this leverage, but then when these things happen that we're going through now, they go broke.
Yeah.
They go broke because they're over leveraged and they don't understand the comps.
Yeah.
So even if you're on your way up, still leverage, but do it safely when you're speculating up or down.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you have the ability to pay cash and hold on to it, do that because that's how you're going to build real wealth. And then you can liquidate when you need some cash. If you own a bunch of properties or buildings, I own this building, then you're able to liquidate when things get tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to define for people who are listening, the over leveraging is like owning a property and then getting it assessed for maybe worth a little bit more, and then you borrow against that difference.
That is one way. Yes. Yeah. Where you can. You want to answer?
Yeah, so that's a one way, like mortgage from the bank.
Yeah, to over leverage that.
Yeah, but another way, in the financial industry, if you buy something, if you buy, let's say, we buy Bitcoin, buy Tesla, you can use leverage in the market. In the market, you can just borrow and leverage.
Yeah, and you don't want to leverage when you're in the market.
In the market, you leverage in the market, and if the market crash, you're gonna be liquidated very fast.
Very fast, very fast. You can't even sometimes sell quick enough.
That's why sometimes, like when the financial crisis is coming, but the price of the assets going down very fast because some hedge fund going to be liquidated, which is very, very big. They has been liquidated like 10 billion, 20 billion, and once they got liquidated, they're like selling their assets immediately, no matter how much price
dumping.
Boom, dumping.
Yeah,
that's why they got liquidated. Even you're like most people, they're like a retail investor. They're not expert, they're not experienced. Even they're like experienced hedge funds, they're gonna be liquidated when they're over leveraged.
When they're over leveraged, and I used to tell people this all the time, and it's something to think about. There's an old term for investing in anything. It's buy fear, sell greed. And when before 2008-9 crash, what was happening is, and I'll just talk for real estate because that's where I specialize. We saw all these people because of the subprime market, which means people could over leverage because they had no interest loans. They had all these different negative amortization loans. And so people were buying way more than they could afford, which was stimulating the market. It was stimulating to the point it was going crazy. That's why they had that huge bubble. And I was trying to tell people at the time, what's happening is the crowd, the people who don't understand what Wesley's talking about and this concept, were all buying. You see, this is where the smart buyers were speculating, and then the market was doing this. Then all the herd was starting to buy here
fish
at the top. Well, I don't want to insult everyone, but the fish were buying because you're just so pure. The fish were buying here, and it's like a roller coaster. The market tops off and it just sits here, and all the fish, his term, buys. And then when everyone's over leveraged and then there's supply and demand goes the other way, and it goes down. But the smart investors, now when this was happening, everyone was like buying, and their friends were buying, and okay, I'm going to buy another house and with no interest and do this. And this is when the amateurs were buying. Now, speculating is good because if you speculate with leverage, you have to know what you're doing in the timing, right? But when it started going down, everyone was panicking for 2 years. The real estate is the worst thing in the world. Oh my gosh, stay away from real estate. But the truth of the matter is, when it got to here is what the best time to buy was. So because we were over here, everyone was buying, selling greed. The smart people were selling to the dum-dums. And then when it went down, you buy fear. Everyone was in fear and dumping and selling, and all the properties were at auction, and the smart investors were buying the fear. So it's buy fear, sell greed is a good investing principle in really anything, whether it's stocks or...
You're right.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a little money intelligence 101 from Westside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm giving a very useful advice, words like few million. Yeah.
You remember when they were selling collateralized debt obligations? Do you remember in the market? Do you know what that is? Collateralized debt obligation?
Yeah.
So the Wall Street was taking these subprime loans that the mortgage people were CDOs, collateralized debt obligation, CDOs, and so they would take all these mortgages and pack them. This is how dirty. This is how dirty the market is. They would take these CDOs and they would package them into a fund or something to sell, and then they would take it these high returns because there was such high returns in them, and they were selling them these CDOs to the public. But guess what they were doing? They knew that they were going to crash, so the same people that were selling to all of us or you or whoever, they were betting against it and they were shorting them.
Yeah.
So when it went down, they made money selling it to you, and then they made money on the way down when it imploded because they were the smart money.
And then they got bailed out.
And then they got bailed out by the government.
Yeah.
Most of them did. I mean, Lehman's went out, this went out. But there's a movie on it called...
Big Short.
What is it? No, not The Big Short. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
But this one's called, I'll think of it in a second, and I'll tell everyone to watch it. It's a documentary, and Matt Damon is the voice of the documentary. It's called, holy shit, just you guys keep talking. I'm going to look it up because this is really good stuff for people to watch.
So I'm curious, do you think you'd be the exact same person if you didn't have any money? Or less? A lot less?
Of course not.
Oh, God, I fucking love him. Hold on. Valerie, you keep this going while I look it up. That's all I can tell you.
I love one-word answers. That's great.
Slide your chair.
Okay. Like this?
Oh, the movie's called The Inside Job.
Oh,
I think I've seen
Inside
it.
Job.
Inside Job. Watch it.
Okay.
It's a documentary.
It's like some insiders.
It's about insider trading.
Yeah.
It's about all the stuff we just talked about,
Okay.
and even more of how calculated and planned and dirty that it really was. So you have to be very careful when you're investing in the stock market because it's very manipulated.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, I know you know. I'm just telling
Yeah.
it for these guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see. To a lighter side, what else do you love doing besides poker and making money? What do you have any other passions?
Gaming.
Gaming.
Yeah.
So
And
what is that like?
Yeah. I
give
used
us
to
the
be
name
a
of the game.
top 100 players of League of Legends in North America. Challenger.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
North America has like
More competition.
100 million players in the world. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and competition. Yeah, I like competition.
What
Yeah.
rank were you?
Challenger.
Oh, I don't know what rank that
It's
is.
like top 100. Yeah.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
and
You're
TFT
the
is like
cream.
a
You're the
chess,
cream at the
League of
top of
Legends.
every drink.
Yeah,
Did
chess game. It's there is another game besides League of Legends. Mobile game is a chess game, and play the chess game very good, and also Challenger too.
What is the biggest luxury of being rich? So you are self-proclaimed rich. You're wealthy. What are the biggest perks for being rich? What do you enjoy the most? What is the things that you get to do that others don't? What's the biggest luxuries?
It's I don't care. It's I don't care thing.
It's you don't you don't
when
have
you
to
are
care.
rich, you don't need to
Care.
make someone happy because you don't live on them. Yeah. Like poker. Like I don't need to play this game if you don't like me.
Yeah.
I can,
Would you not miss it?
What?
Would you not miss if let's say Hustler and all the other streams and everybody poker everyone just says you're done. Would you miss the game?
Of course I missed.
Yeah. So you might care.
But
I know it won't affect you.
Yeah, it won't affect my life.
Yeah,
so,
it won't affect your lifestyle.
Yeah.
But you do enjoy playing.
I enjoy playing in Hustler.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Why is Hustler the best? That's a setup question because I belong to Hustler.
Because I start from it.
Yeah.
I'm very sticky with them where I start.
Loyal.
Yeah, loyal.
Very
yeah.
loyal.
I'm very
We
loyal.
I like
appreciate
sticky.
that.
I like sticky.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
I'm
Seriously.
sticky with Hustler
Yeah,
too.
I'm very loyalty person. I never
Yeah.
lie to my friend. I'm very straightforward and
Yeah.
I never
That's a good character.
Yeah, betray my friend.
That's good.
Yeah, and I don't even wanna make money from my friends. From poker. Like if I don't think they are good in this game, I just tell them don't play this game.
Right. You don't want to take advantage because you have
Yeah.
too much money. You do it
Yeah.
for competition, not for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the best things in life free, or is that a lie?
But saying what?
You're going to have to explain that.
The best. There's a saying that the best things in life are free.
Life are free.
Like, the best things in life? Like
free.
Yeah,
love,
free, like love,
relationship, friendships. Those are more important, and they're free.
Is that true, or are the best things in life the things you have to pay for?
The best thing in life, I think. I think is the freedom.
That's not free then.
Yeah, that's not free. Yeah, that's not free.
I mean, it's a bit free, but it's not really
comes
free.
at a cost.
Freedom is not free. I think it's National Day when I heard in the United States, they say freedom is not free. I like that.
Yeah, freedom is not free. That has been fought for and earned.
They have been fighting blood. Yeah. How America, how United States independent from the Great British.
Yes.
I love all of the history.
It's a great story, right?
Yeah, I learned
I love history.
I learned from the university. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I like history.
Yeah.
And you did computer science. Why didn't you do history?
Because
more money in computer science.
I'm a very practical person.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when I'm not rich, the only thing I want to do is make myself rich. So I only do the thing who most possibly make my rich.
Did you grow up poor?
No, I grew up in a wealthy family.
Wealthy family?
Yeah.
What?
I come here to university like.
Yeah. So usually
we pay like when I was in UC Santa Cruz and UC Berkeley, every like year, I pay like 100K.
How rich is your family?
Not as rich as me.
Not as rich, but rich.
I mean, rich and normal people.
Yeah,
like, wealthy. Like up.
Are your parents shocked and proud that you became so wealthy?
Yeah, they're proud.
Yeah.
But they never do anything about crypto. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my father is a traditional fund.
I see.
Yeah, do they like you playing poker?
Actually, they don't like gamble. They don't like me.
Yeah, that's very traditional for Asian.
No, but they don't care actually.
Yeah.
Because when I was very young, they don't think they can control me, and they just let I do whatever I want.
They knew you were going to do it anyways.
Yeah, they know I'm going to I buy Bitcoin with my red pocket.
Yeah, with the money they gave you.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? When I was 15, I can buy like $3,000, $4,000 Bitcoin at that time. Yeah, not too many kids have that money.
Not very many kids would even care about doing that. All they want to do is go screw around.
Oh yeah.
So it's
when I was
very disciplined.
When I was very young, like I feel myself is kind of different than my other classmates because they always want to do is to pleasure and to clubs,
things that were pleasure, clubs, girls.
Clubs and. They gamble too. They gamble. We play like three cards game. It's like Texas Hold'em, but you only have 3 cards. Everyone has 3 cards and no board. Yeah, it's more gamble.
3-card poker, huh?
I played that when I was 15.
Very cool.
Yeah, but at that time, like people were more like gaming, and I like to play game, but I was thinking how to make money from everything. Like when I'm doing something,
that's how you're wired.
When I was doing poker, I was trying to maybe I can make money from poker. How not from the poker game itself. Maybe I can do something else. Mm-hmm. Make a community and maybe to create other stuff in poker industry. Not play poker for living. Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
It's even like myself. I love poker so much, and that's why I started a poker show.
Yeah.
Because I like being around it.
Yeah. You're good. It's a very successful show.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Wes, we've gone an hour. I know you got to get on. You're making a video about a little bit about your life.
Worries. We can just go.
You like it, huh? You like talking about yourself.
No. I just I'm
here
for you. I make you.
That's very nice.
I promise you.
You did. I appreciate you.
I want everything be set up and after that I can.
Thank you. Where you are going is to make a little documentary about yourself and your Bugatti.
Yes.
Your car. So you're making a video.
Yes.
And they're gonna talk about how
they're gonna see the video very soon.
Yeah, you're gonna put it out.
Actually, I made another video of my yacht. It's still in editing and
about your yacht.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. There's one day I'm like, okay, wake up and we're smoking weed. I quit
smoking weed.
I quit cigar.
Oh, you did? How come?
I found my teeth after I clean my teeth. I said I'm not going to clean.
You went from cigar to weed.
No, I always do weed when I was in. Yeah. But like right now, only weed. Right now, only weed.
Only weed.
Yeah.
So you're on your yacht smoking a blunt.
Yes, but like right before I want yacht, because the yacht is going to be supposed to be gonna maintenance in the San Diego. So the captain is driving the yacht to the San Diego.
How many hot chicks are on the yacht with you?
No, not too many. We're just friends.
Not too many.
Not too many. Yeah, and right before like we're talking, okay, maybe we can have a party tonight. Okay, and I call the captain. Oh, come back. So he's on the halfway of the Newport Beach and the San Diego. He drive back.
He come back because you want
to come back at 8 p.m. And
tonight.
No. Last night.
When last night? That's the day you came in tired.
Yeah.
You said you were on your yacht party.
Yeah. And then he came, 8 p.m. I called the chef, Japanese chef, to bring the fresh seafood, king crab, and we're making everything on my yacht. Yeah, you want to see some pictures?
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
I do.
I was there's a girl with me.
Let's see.
I don't want to tell.
You already told me not to talk about girls. I said that's why I haven't asked you
brought
anything.
Her up. You brought her up.
There are some girls in the yacht, of
Can
course.
I see what she looks like?
Yeah, but I don't
She's
want
a
to
blonde.
show.
I can
I'm not
see
going
a
to show
blonde.
anyone. They can't. No one can see it.
Oh, okay, Wesley. We see you, Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley's having fun. Okay, you're a young rich guy. You should have fun. Good for you.
Yeah, and
enjoy your yacht.
And we like that night we play.
Enjoy that yacht, bro.
We'll play until like 4 a.m. and the 4 a.m. and
you zoomed in
the
quite
captain is like,
I zoomed in. Yeah.
Captain is so exhausted. He's complaining, "Oh, why you coming back? Well, you can't do that."
Why? He's the captain. He's supposed to do what you go where he's told, right? Like
no. He's like a little bit complaining when I was leaving. My staff told him. I was like, okay. Give him more tips. Yeah, that would be
more
fine.
tips.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
More. That's good.
And
maybe let him go home with a couple lobsters.
Yeah, I'm very enjoy it, and yeah, it's very beautiful in the late light Laguna Beach.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Very beautiful, and yeah.
Well, Wes, you're living a life that a lot of people haven't lived, and you're only 26, I think, right? Something like that. You should be very proud of yourself. You built a lot of nice things. You become a poker star. Yeah. I don't have anything else for you. I did name you Westside.
Thank you.
From
Thanks
me.
for your name.
So your branding, it's from me to you. You are now Westside. The poker is easy guy. And I think we can leave it there. Val, you got anything else?
No, thank you for your time. I'm a
you.
huge fan of yours.
I want to say the last thing, like everything I do in the table, like needling or telling people or calling the hand, just sometimes I just in the beginning I don't even know the little things, and later you tell me, and I was trying to don't make people mad. Yeah, and if I don't think he will be mad, I just make a joke. And something. Yeah. Some audience think I'm very bad etiquette, right?
Yeah, you're saying it right.
Yeah, but as long as the people don't get mad, I think it's fine.
That's right.
I think more people love you.
I want to be fair. My principle in my life is like to be fair. I don't want to take advantage from the other people, and they can't take advantage from me. So
I want to be even.
Yeah, so if I make a little, okay, they can little me. I won't mad. If I show my hand, you're gonna show your hand. And
even
if I was like telling some joke, they can make joke of me. I never get killed. Yeah. When I lose my aces to Francisco, his king high flash. Yeah. I was like, okay, it's fair because sometimes I bet with people. Yeah. So just take it.
As long as it's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Well, there you heard it. Be fair from Westside.
Yeah, fair is the principle. I don't want to harm anyone, and I want to be straightforward in the table. Yes. But to be fair and more real. Stay real.
Well, you're definitely real.
It's kind of refreshing, to be honest.
I get it. Yeah. It's nice to have someone tell you the truth and not dance around what the truth is.
Americans are very, very nice and polite. I'm Polish, and we're very straightforward. I learned the hard way that you have to be very soft and delicate with people.
The easy thing, you have to talk a lot. Like even a little stuff, you have to dancing around and.
They don't want to be straight. Yeah, we know this. Westside is straight. Hopefully, there's a lot of years left of playing with us at Hustler. We're having fun. Yeah. We're family. Yeah. Appreciate your loyalty. For those of you, this is the Nick Vertucci Show. I am Nick Vertucci with Val Brill and Westside Wesley, and V out.